Hey, and thank you for clicking play. Have a nice bit of water. Oh, it's water, I promise. I've just got back from a fantastic trip seeing some relatives, brother-in-law and nephew, as well as the rest of the family. And they have been collecting for years, and I would refer to them as sensible collectors. So everything that you're about to see, and it took us all morning to sort of film what I'm going to show you now. I will drop time codes in the description as well. But they've bought everything at reasonable prices. There's a couple of cashy ones in there, but before prices went ballistic. So it's all garage sale stuff. It's all keeping their original stuff. And it's all just random pickups here, there and everywhere, and e-waste. So the recycling centres selling e-waste off, which fewer and fewer are doing now, which is a real shame. So not too long an intro because I've got a lot of footage to get through. Enjoy what I'm about to show you, and thank you so much, Kris and Gordon. So Kris is the nephew, and Gordon, my brother-in-law, for showing me your collection, because it's fantastic. We had a really good time. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're looking at the Atari 2600 first. So it's 2600 Junior, as you can see. And this is the best picture we can get out of it, just to show you it's working. I've got the control pad here, not the joystick. And if I hit reset, just to restart it. There we go. And bit of Space Invaders. Let's try another one. There we go. We were on the CRT last night as well, so it was harder to see than this. I can't see if I'm shooting, but things are blowing up, so that must be a good thing. So even though I've got the Flashback 9, it's amazing, and I didn't think it would matter to me, but it's amazing how the feel is different knowing it's on the original hardware and I've had to throw a cartridge in to get the game to work. All right, so we'll just go around the table. So in boxes, what we've got? Oh, Combat. What's that? Hangman. Berserk. Kris, you got 2 copies of Berserk. So there's an original box copy of Berserk and another copy there. Got Defender. Oh, and these have all got the manuals as well. So there we go. So you got the cartridge. So all the box ones, I'm pretty sure. And the manual there. Don't know what to... Oh, there we go. Ski Dodgem. Missile Command. We've got Asteroids, which we just played. Got this Spectra video one, which we didn't manage to get working last night. So Planet Patrol. So assuming it's compatible since it came with this, and a 32-in-1 game cartridge. And as you can see, it's only came with one, but that. And so Kris and his dad basically picked this up at a garage sale locally. It actually looks pretty clean. Could do with a bit of a dust up there. But you can see here, it looks all munted here, and all rippling. But what that is that's the original protective plastic that hasn't yet been peeled off. So underneath that is just pristine. Bit of brushed aluminium, like it was brand new. So that's a fantastic piece. That's a very nice piece. So that's the Atari 2600 Junior. Now we're going to look at this Atari Lynx, which was also, I believe, part of a garage sale pickup. And this is fully working. I believe it's a Lynx 1. I'm not really up on my Lynxes. I never had a Lynx back in the day, but I did play. I ended up with the Sega Game Gear, but I did play quite a lot in Dixon's, the shop, and what I would have played. So we've got 2 games that came with this. Scrapyard Dog, never seen that before. But California Games was one that I used to play in the shop, so that's what we're going to fire up now. I mean, listen to the sound out of this. This is fantastic. Really nice, crisp sound. Really good picture quality, actually. So if we go... There we go. We'll do surfing like I did on the Spectrum. And I was actually getting some nice 360s in last night. Can't seem to pull it off today. Alright, let's see if we can get this going. And I'm arguing about the fact that this, there we go, that says 360, but I swear that's only 180 degrees. Oh no, got to commit. Oh, keep going. That was a double. Oh, I've got to go for the triple. Oh, that was a double. Oh, I thought that was over. This isn't in demo mode, is it? No, I've wiped out. I was doing so well, I thought it must be in demo mode, but that was 100% me. So there we go. That's a really nice pickup there. Right, so next up, we've got these two NES controllers. We don't have an NES, and we don't have any NES games, but we do have these nice controllers. So yeah, once an NES is collected, two NES controllers in really, really nice condition. Okay, this one's a bit of an oddity, but we just had to feature it because I remember we had one of these as well. I think my boys had one, so I'll have to go hunting through their old boxes of toys. It's probably long gone by now, but this is just a standard, you know, games in a handheld that plugs into your TV. Oh, knocked the tripod. Oh, I've knocked something. What have I knocked? Maybe it's... Oh, it's a dodgy cable. It's a dodgy cable. Oh, no, we're going to have to leave that. We'll leave that on the table. That's how we do that. And let's have a quick play of this. Yes. Ah, okay, I remember now. I think you have to, I think they shoot. That's right. There you go. The second button doesn't seem to do anything. There we go. Come on, shoot. Yeah, got him. Oh, what was that? Oh, I got force power. And I've used it already. So that pushes him back. That's nice. It's a bizarre game. It's all being played on that. Fantastic little thing. Okay, and this is the PlayStation Collection, which we'll have a quick walk around because there's just too much to lay out. So we've got a heap of controllers, a lot of which are the pre-DualShock, which I really like because that's massive nostalgia, because that's how the original PlayStation controllers were before obviously Gran Turismo came out. And then it was designed around the new DualShock controller. This is not the original, this is the PS1 as they were known when they did the sort of slim re-release. And we've just got too many games to mention them all, but things like Duke Nukem, LA Meltdown, Crash Bandicoot there. I'll just sort of pan around and you can see all the others. Spyro is there, Gran Turismo 2, Air Combat, Time Crisis. We'll come back to Time Crisis in a minute. You got Hot Wheels there, Tomb Raider Chronicles, Dukes of Hazzard. And this we'll come back to in a bit as well. And let's fire this puppy up. We'll put Gran Turismo 2 in there. That's a sight and sound I've not heard in a long time, except just now when we tested it. There you go, Gran Turismo. See how quickly it is to get into a quick game. And obviously the old controllers, everything was digital, whereas on this, that's not working. Oh, okay, it's on the D-pad. Everything was digital, whereas these, it was the sort of touch sensitive, even on the buttons. So the harder you press the button, the more you're accelerating, for example. And that was new on the DualShock controllers compared to the old PlayStation controllers. Right, so on a bed of PlayStation games. So one of the things Chris was interested to show me, but he hadn't really used it, was he'd picked this up. Do you remember where you picked it up from, Chris?
Oh, I think I just got it from a box that I think at a recycling centre.
At a recycling centre, my goodness. So picked up possibly at a recycling centre, and as soon as he showed me this, I'm like, do you know what that is? I'd have to look up and see, you know, what they're worth. Not that that's what this is about. It's about for just collecting and you know, using. But you haven't used it yet, have you?
No.
So what we've got in here, Panther V. So I don't know how sought after these ones are, but obviously what we're looking at is a light gun. But look at this. This is really nice. I've not seen one like this before. So somebody that knows more about PlayStation stuff may go, oh, mate, they're all over the place. You can get them a dime a dozen. Maybe not. I don't know. But light gun for the PlayStation with obviously the buttons and stuff on the side. And it's obviously got the recoil action. And what I like about this is it's got the reload pedal. Right, so we'll put the pedal on the floor. Hopefully the pedal works. We don't know. It took us this long to get this far in. And let's see, I'm going to kneel down a bit. It's really... It took us like 10 minutes to get to this point. That was back. Now I'm back here. We can't get it working. No, I don't think we're going to get that working. Not good enough to play the game anyway. We're not sure if something's going to plug in here as well, but we did eventually get it to hit this. It can't be that I'm that bad a shot. That's impossible. Something worth having in the collection, and with Time Crisis next to it as well. Once that can get working, that's fantastic. Cool. Right, so we just thought we'd get all these out of the way in one go. But selection of controllers, so you got the steering wheel, so that is for, that's PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1, not sure. One of these said PlayStation 2, this one. So that was this brand new in box, so still got that in the box. And this is a Microsoft wheel, so that would in theory be for PC. Yep, so that's a later one with USB. But look at that, with pedals. Another set of pedals there, we're not sure what steering wheel that goes with. So that goes with that. And then we've got a Wingman joystick here, which we were just looking at, with the throttle and the obviously the yaw for your rudder. But then also same joystick in box. So this isn't that one from this box, this is another one already in the box, and with an adapter so you can use USB as well. And there we go, all in very nice condition. There we go, nice selection of controllers as well. And SNES or Super Nintendo or Super Famicom, depending on where you come from, collection as well. Now unfortunately we can't show this working because we're missing the power adapter and we're also missing the AV cable, the two main things that obviously you need. But there's some nice stuff in this collection here. So two controllers, one looks like it's had the cable bodged halfway up, but anyway. And also this, so we don't have a scope, but we do have the scope sensor. So that is a cool thing to have in case a scope comes up without a sensor. There's that. So games, Donkey Kong Country 3, Looney Tunes Road Runner. This is why I'm really gutted that this system isn't working, because Mortal Kombat, come on, we have to have some fatalities, but we can't play it today unfortunately. Tetris and Dr. Mario, Prehistoric Man, Mystic Quest. Quest is coming up a lot at the moment on every single system. People are mentioning Quest, sorry, Myst. Mystic Quest, I was thinking Myst. Look, forgive me, that's the same font as Myst, as far as I'm concerned. Hulk, Space Invaders. Space Invaders is it's a bit like Doom, isn't it? It's released for everything. Not as in the game's like Doom, but as in it's released for every single platform. I can't read that with my Demon Crest, maybe, I think. Bubsy, Mario Paint. Another copy of Tetris and Dr. Mario, and Pack Attack. So, and the Nintendo looks like it's in pretty good condition as well. So just, yeah, once they collect the power cable and the AV adapter, that'd be a nice system to get up and running. Okay, so Nintendo handhelds, so many. I'm gonna have to take you for a walk. So let's take you off here. And so we've got a, well, let's try and start with the earliest. Let's test my knowledge here. So we've got a Game Boy Color here with the magnification add-on there, and a selection of Game Boy Color games, including some Crystal Pokemon, Pokemon Yellow, all of that down the side there. So quite a few Game Boy Color games there, and manuals. Then, well, next it would be the Game Boy Advance SP in what we're seeing in front of us here, and so that's the unit itself. And these are all working, we just don't have time to go through and put them all up. So yeah, just pan you around the games. Here, Star Wars games, all with manuals and boxes. Herbie Fully Loaded, Star Wars, Barnacles, which is a Lego thing, as you might be aware. And some more down here. And we got Finding Nemo there. What are those? Those are DS games at the bottom there. Yep, so then we're into the DS. So we've got the DS there. And we've got a heap of DS games. So I'm just going to pan you around. Hot Wheels, Pokemon, heap of Pokemon games, Star Wars as well, Transformers, Star Wars Lego games, and special things like Pokemon pouches to carry them in, carry the DS in and stuff like that. All the way down the other side here, more Pokemon, Pokemon Black. We've got some DS games in pouches here. And then up the middle, Avatar, Tron, Evolution, more Pokemon there hiding away. What's that? Animal Crossing. Yeah. Zelda. There we go. Pandora's Box. Wall-E. Transformers there as well. Different Transformers. Pokemon Heart Gold version. Nice. With a very nice looking box there. And so did that come with that?
Yeah.
Nice. So the Pokeball there with the readout on it. Box for the DS as well. Everything there. And even though Kris has got all the boxes and manuals, he keeps the cartridges separate in a case so they're easy to get to as well. So that is a fantastic, back to the tripod for a full circle there. There we go. Very, very nice collection there. And Nintendo 64. This is part of the box that Kris got again from the e-waste centre, I think. A whole heap of box, plus the SNES that you saw in, I think it was like $10 or something, wasn't it? For the box of everything, which is absolutely crazy. Including a box. Now we all know Nintendo 64 boxes get munted, but that's a boxed copy of GoldenEye that he's got there. What we're missing, and we know there was another one, because I made sure I left him with one when I bought what I bought off him, is an AV cable, which is why nothing's plugged in right now, because we can't find the second AV cable, but there is one around somewhere. Got rumble packs. Not sure if they're aftermarket ones. They look like they might be. Excuse the dog. And a genuine boxed rumble pack. And controllers, and I've just been explaining to Kris, and yeah, a couple of extra games there as well. So he's still got 2 of these remaining as well with power. But need to find that other AV cable. All of these controllers, same as the one I got off him, have all got the wobbly sticks. So I've been explaining to Kris, and I'll find where you get the files from, because Kris does have a 3D printer. And in fact, I'll quickly pan you up, but a lot of the models that you see in the background here, which I'll show you. So Kris is into tabletop gaming as well, and he prints and paints these models himself, and a lot of the sets and stuff like that. So he's way into his tabletop gaming and 3D printing. So I've been explaining to Kris that you can 3D print the parts that you need to actually get these up and running nicely again. And generally that's all that's wrong with these, is you just need to replace the parts in there, grease them up, and off you go. Fantastic. Right, PlayStation 2. So what we've got here is a PlayStation 2 Slim. You can see it fired up on the screen there, playing Star Wars Bounty Hunter. And we literally didn't have space to set up all the games. We've got a stash of games here still. Then let's pan you around for this one, I think. Things like Burnout 2 Paradise, Battlestar Galactica, Hot Wheels, beat that. Barnacles, Incredibles, heap of demo discs over to the side there. And then we've got heaps of stuff in the middle here. We've got Burnout Paradise down there, Gran Turismo 4 Prologue, and we've got Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars Bounty Hunter is what's playing on the screen at the moment. Stolen, Worms Mayhem, MDK2, Batman, all sorts. Yep, fantastic. And we've got 2 controllers in the middle there and a multi-tap. So that is the PlayStation 2 collection. Right, and Nintendo Wii. And this isn't all the Nintendo Wii collection. There's another Wii kicking around. There's a box of controllers. So again, I'll just quickly give you a quick walk around and show you what we're dealing with here, but this is great. So you got the Mario Kart with the steering wheel with the original box. Now we've got this at our house as well, but I don't think we've still got that box. At least I haven't seen it recently. Wii Fit Board got one of those, but they've also got the Pictionary with the drawing tablet, which is great. They got this gun holder for, I've put the Wii controller in there, for Wii controller as well for gun games. And they've also got a Nerf game with an actual Nerf gun where you pull this out and then the Wii controller goes into that for playing in the game. That's cool. We've got a whole chest of Nerf guns at our house as well. So that's another thing I haven't shown. But that's really cool to have a Nerf gun. And so yeah, a couple of double ups, but not many. Like I think there's 2 copies of Wii Sports and 2 copies of Wii Fit. But other than that, yep, that's a nice collection as well. And like I say, not all of it. Right, on to the next one. And they've got PlayStation 3 as well. So, got a PlayStation 3 Slim. I've never actually used a Slim, but we're not plugging it in simply because, I mean, it does work, but the cables are by their main TV, because this is still actively used. And just to not disrupt and pulling all the cables out, we've only built the console out, and we're just running short of time because we've got so much stuff to look at. Selection of games here. You can see there, like Motorstorm. That's one that I definitely, when I got into PlayStation 3, I saw being played in the shop. My mate had that, so that was one of the things that made me get a PlayStation 3, was Motorstorm. Really good game. But they've also got this, which hasn't even been out of the box, but it's like it's a steering wheel that you hold in the air to actually drive. So sort of harks back to the days of those weird wheels that you could get for the Amiga and stuff. But this is for the PlayStation 3. Never seen one of those. And let's have a look. Very carefully pull it out and see what it looks like. If we can find the way in. There we go. So look at that. I've never seen one of those before. That's pretty cool. And you've got the triggers on the back. Play with it. So use the DualSense, I would assume, because you've got DualSense on PlayStation 3. Just not many games used it. So this is really cool. That's a really nice piece. All boxed and everything. Cool. And I can't figure out how to put it back in the box. So there we go. Cool. Okay, we talk about regret of getting rid of stuff, and I can never remember what I've had and what I've got rid of and whatever. Apparently, Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty Black Ops were mine. I sold them to Kris or gave them to Kris or whichever quite a while ago. So there we go. These were from when I had my PlayStation 3. I refer to my PlayStation 3 as eventually being my Battlefield 3 box, because that's the only game by the end of its life. I just fired it up and it always had Battlefield 3 in the disk drive, and I'd just play that online and jet ram people until I was booted off servers and all that kind of thing. Fantastic game. Absolutely love it. There we go. That's one of my original games. And that's one of my original games as well. That's fantastic. Okay, and just finishing this off, this is a real curveball, and I'm not even sure how old this would be, because obviously some things get re-released. But look at that. With a box, it just says compact full-featured TV game. But it's got these paddles. So it's sort of very Pong-esque. And when you look, so it's made by Hanimex. And no installation required, you just plug it in and go. Made by Hanimex. Second player remote, so it's got 2 players. Got a game select. And is there any, I thought I saw something. Oh, here we go. So here we go, sort of screenshots, if you will. Football, squash. So squash is going against a wall. Practice and tennis. So essentially it's a Pong clone. So it's a Hanimex 666S. So if you're religious and paranoid, this isn't good. But if you're not, then it's fantastic. It's S999. There we go. It's emergency services in the UK. So that's really interesting. Let's see if there's anything. No, so there's no manual in there or anything. So there's nothing to really date that. So that's going to have to take some research. And what I might do is I'll put the date on screen now as to when I believe these were made after I've looked it up on Google. I'll put the screen on. But this looks interesting. This looks very interesting. And that's all nice. It's RF signal, from what we can tell, so we're going to see if we can get the TV tuned in and get this game running. And you've actually got the main control here, and then clipped onto the side here, which I assume it unclips. There we go. So that player 2 has their own controller. Let's see if we can get this thing fired up and working. This is it's really Really solid. So it's not like a cheap Chinese knockoff. It's really like got nice flick switches here. Oh, nice micro switches there. Everything feels solid as anything. Never seen one of these before. What have we got? External power and right player. So that's going to plug into there. And we've got a 9-volt battery. Have you lick tested that, Gordon?
Oh, just so there.
Oh, okay, I just use my tongue.
No.
Yeah. So there we go. Let's see if we can get it working. Okay, so unlike the Atari 2600 Junior, this has got a crystal clear pic. Oh, spoke too soon. We might have to quickly play it before it bursts into flames. It's looking good. We've got a picture. It's a little bit flaky, but it's on a newer TV. This is how you select your games here. And then you've got different speeds, high and low there. Bat size, small and large. Auto manuals, which may... Oh, that's got a line going down to there, so that must be to do with auto serving. And that's your main power. And you've got angle, 40 degrees and 20 degrees. So maybe that's the rebound. Yeah, that's what I think. So we're going to go tennis, because everybody knows tennis. So we turn the selector to tennis, we would assume. Hit reset. Chris, you want to grab the other one? If we hit serve... Oh, I can't see... Oh, there's the bat. There we go. If you move the thing, your bat comes into view. There we go.
Oh, you missed.
It's a bit... They're jumping all over the place, but it's probably because it hasn't been used. So I give it a spin up and down. Right, so serve...
Too slow, Chris.
Oh, I'm winning 4-0.
Yeah.
Oh, he's returned us. Oh, now I can't tell where I am.
That's it.
Oh. Oh, so it's your serve. Yeah. Oh, I still serve because I've got the serve button.
I'm catching up.
Oh, I returned. Yes. I think we need bigger bats. Let's go large bats. Does it change it big? Oh no, that's small. Those were the big bats. Getting backaches leaning over now. This is really cool. I'm gonna hold that up a bit so you can see what we're doing. So I'm hitting the serve button, and eventually she'll serve, and then turning the dial, as you can imagine. Oh. God. Beautiful. So we've seen on the back, so Hanimex electronic TV game model 666S/N, channel 1, use one 9-volt battery, which is weird because it also uses power. Beware against leakage, obviously made in Hong Kong. So there we go. So it's not a Chinese knockoff because it's from Hong Kong. Very good. That is fantastic. Hanimex TV game. Never expected to be playing with that today. That's awesome. You're serious? There's no more of the water in the... Oh, sorry. So you finished watching that? Yeah. So how good was that? How good was that collection? And that is a collection done the right way, in my view. Yeah, it's no good paying scalpers on eBay and stuff and just perpetuating the ever-increasing prices. That's how a collection should be done. A bit of work to be done on some of those machines, but absolutely fantastic. Again, thank you so much, Kris and Gordon, for showing me and for showing us, for allowing me to video this for anybody watching on YouTube. It was really cool. And I can't wait to visit next time when we can just get on with playing with the stuff rather than having to set everything up, film it, pack it away onto the next lot. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks guys. Cheers.